It was very tough for me to be away from my family during that time. It was very tough for me to get the courage to go into surgery every single time. And I would like to say what enabled me to do that with a positive mindset was just the love of God. So what I would do is I would listen to gospel music that I enjoyed. I would listen to prayerful music. I really realized at that time that my mind prior to arriving there was full of just some stinking thinking, stinking ways, things that I had just become accustomed to doing. That when I was searching for positivity, searching for light, I couldn't find the light. I couldn't find the positivity because it was full of life stresses, relationship stresses, family issues, issues with my kids, issues with work, issues with life. I really realized that I was so heavy. I wasn't light at all, and I had to go through a process of just releasing and replacing and renewing my mind, releasing any unforgiveness that I might have had for other people, releasing any grudges, releasing any burdens that I was carrying, maybe worrying about my children, worrying about my family, worrying about my work, worrying about my relationship. All those things, they didn't matter at all at that time. It was about trying to clear my mind and finding a space where Jesus could come in and reside, finding a space where peace could come in and reside, finding a space where the gospel could come in and reside, finding a space where the word of God could come in and reside. This was so difficult because my mind, my heart was so full of junk. I was so full of unforgiveness. I didn't even realize people had done to me in the past. Things that people had done to me maybe years before in other relationships, whether it was with family or with friends. It was just all there. And I had to come to the point where I realized that greater is God than the earthly things that I was focusing on. Greater is God than the things that I was focusing my life on. Greater is God than the things and the grudges that I was holding on to. Greater is God than the burdens that I thought I had to carry, the disappointments, all the stress. It was just so much that I didn't realize that my life was so consumed, that my life was so dark and heavy with this. And I began a process of letting these things go. How did I do that? If I had anything against anybody or thought anybody had anything against me, I contacted them, apologized, and just released myself from that burden. If I was disappointed about anything, I repented, I asked for forgiveness, I let go of that disappointment, I let go of that stress. And that was really, really helpful.